Okay, Michael Jordan has been in the news a ton of times again. I'm going to talk about that, but I want to start this video off by talking about the blood moon. I actually didn't see it. It was this morning at like 4 in the morning or something. But interesting, I looked it up because I didn't know what time it actually was, so I looked it up when I woke up. And because I was reading here, it says it's April 4th, and the moon will totally be eclipsed for about 5 minutes. From beginning to end, it will last 3 hours and 29 minutes. 329 is the 88 days of the year, so 329 is the 88. It actually lasted longer than 3 hours and 29 minutes, though, from what I'm looking. But just funny that that's what they said it was going to last, 329. So the 88, if you look down here, it shows the full eclipse, or it shows it started at 9:01 a.m. and then it ended at 2:59, which is more than 329. So these are the Omaha times or whatever. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out so nobody thinks I was saying that it was that long. It's just saying that it was supposed to be that long. Anyway, the Michael Jordan stuff. I just haven't had time to post some of this, but Michael Jordan played Tom Brady in pickup basketball, and they talked about Space Jam, and then I talked about another time where the UCLA members of the '94 basketball team came in and played a pickup game on the set of Space Jam. And anyway, so on April Fools, I guess there was, after Tom Brady had played with him or whatever, he put a full body cast on and said Jordan's crossover is no joke or whatever, like he got hurt real bad. And I mean, they even mentioned conspiracy theorists may have noticed Brady wasn't wearing a knee brace on the basketball court because he wasn't. But then he went golfing and he was wearing a knee brace or whatever. So, I mean, I don't know. Just pointing that out, I guess they're just doing a Michael Jordan thing again. And then also with the 49 guy, Tom Brady. And Tom Brady is also 37. There's a whole bunch of 37 and whatnot around him. But interesting then, today there was an article about a lady named Brady who died. And I talked about how it's a whole Brady Bunch deal. Like Dr. Dre bought Tom Brady's house almost a year ago, right after, and then like 3 days later, Alice from the Brady Bunch died at age 88. And Tom Brady's wife is Giselle Bundchen, so it's the Brady Bunchins. But anyway, this article was today where gun activist Sarah Brady dies, and I guess her husband was shot in the assassination attempt on Ronald Reagan. And she died at age 73, the mirror of 37. So she actually died, it says, on Friday, so it was April 3rd, which is, I mean, crazy, but anyway, you read through here. I wonder if she's actually supposed to die today. But it says Brady was 73. She died in the retirement home, blah, blah, blah. Brady's husband, former White House press secretary James Brady, died August 4th, also at the age of 73. I mean, really? So her husband died at age 73. She dies at age 73. But what's interesting is that he died on August 4th, Obama's birthday, 44th president. And then this article is on 4/4 that she died at 73. So you got Tom Brady, who's 37. This lady dies at 73. Her husband dies at 73. She also turned 73 on the 37th day of the year because her birthday is on February 6th. Even better, you scroll down here and you find out that she is married to her husband, James Brady, in Alexandria, Virginia, on July 21st, which is 777, and it was in 1973. So she dies 73. Her husband dies in 73. She's born on the 37th day of the year. They got married on 7/21, and then 1973 is when they got married. And then even look at her husband here. It said on August 8th, 2014, so 8/8, Brady's death was ruled a homicide, 33 years after the gunshot wound received in 1981. And that was the Reagan assassination attempt. And they even listed in here, I mean, it was 1981, March 30th, 1981, at 2:27 p.m., which is Valentine's Day, also pi, and it has him as a death in there, even though he didn't die for 33 years. So I don't understand it. Maybe it did something to him that caused his death that long ago. I don't know, an infection or who knows. Pretty weird. And also Washington, D.C., I'm seeing it says it's on the 77th Meridian West. And they also got, him and his wife got married. Man, I didn't really look that much into this, so. They got married in Alexandria, Virginia, which is on the same one, so. Anyway, I'm going to move on here. Then there was this article about Michael Jordan, and like I'm saying, all of these were in the top trends. They're not just like weird articles that I'm finding. They're literally in the top trends. So I click on them, and it's like, wow, Michael Jordan, what's so popular about him this year? Anyway, it says that he's a pro golfer that he golfed with, says that he's the human ATM on the golf course. ATM adds up to 44. And I mean, it's a really short article, but what's the purpose of it here? Then they had yet another Michael Jordan Space Jam article, and I guess Michael Jordan and Bugs Bunny, they teamed up to release a Nike Air Jordan basketball shoe. And what I'm getting here is it says the duo came out with their first commercial 23 years ago, which was followed by the cult favorite film Space Jam in 1996. So I guess it's because of he's 23 and then whatever, but just kind of weird. I mean, why all of a sudden this year he's just everywhere? But I mean, basically that's the whole article. It just talks about him releasing shoes or whatever. And then lastly here, I found there's an article that said, was a prisoner falsely convicted for murdering Michael Jordan's father? And this was on April 2nd. And you kind of scroll through here. And, well, first off, I guess, I just wanted to point out the guy who has requested the retrial or whatever for the murder of, he supposedly murdered Michael Jordan's father. His name's Daniel Andre Green. If you take out Andre, so I mean, you know, you don't usually call people their middle name, but Daniel adds up to 45 and Green adds up to 49. Andre adds up to 42, but I mean, come on, Daniel Andre Green, 45, 42, 49. What are the odds of that? And then they're bringing it up this year. And then I talked about Michael Jordan's dad dying on the first day of the dog days of summer, and then they have the intro song of the Bulls is called Sirius, and Sirius is the dog star. It was on US 74. Oh, there was something else in here that I wanted to show you. Oh yeah, right here it says, the Innocent Project works to exonerate wrongly convicted people through DNA testing and reforming the criminal justice system. Since 1989, there have been 329 post-conviction DNA exonerations in the U.S. So, 329 again, 329, 88. Anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about there. Just pointing out again, Michael Jordan and Space Jam, and even the Brady Bunch now, they're bringing that one back. It's there all the time. I mean, what the odds of like the Brady family there? They're all them 73s in their name. Come on. No, that's not a coincidence. I mean, whatever. I'm not going to keep rambling. So anyway, have a great day. And I think I have one more video coming up. So.